Hey, this is Michael Palmentary, and I am sideways right now, and I'm doing the assignment for design tools called Pecha Kucha, and I do volunteering for a dog and rescue and rehabilitation for League of Animal Protection of Huntington since August of 2014 till now. I work in an off-site shelter, and I love it. The first one I ever took care of was Waldo, and he needed a lot of help, biting, playing friendly. He was a very hyper dog, which is very hard to, get rid of in a dog. He needed assistance with being around other animals as well. But, a lot of hard work, pays off. This is my drawing of him. He is doing, just staring at the camera. But, it's what I do for a side hobby. Everything I do is less than 30 minutes, sometimes even 15. No real, detail involved. He was actually adopted in 2015 and he's been inside the shelter for 5 years. I only had about a year with him. He was a great dog. I kind of have a high tolerance for pain, so I told him how to not bite as hard. But he did get adopted by a lady who had a very big yard for him for his hyperness. Jimmy is our next dog, and he really didn't need much. He just needed to be around other animals. But he was very loving. He wanted attention. He wanted to be pet, and that's all he wanted to do. But other than that, though, his playfulness was a little down, so we had to actually um, hyping him up. He loves, we actually found out he did love the tennis balls. This is one of my drawings for him. This was less than I think 15 minutes, 10 minutes me doing. But besides that, it was pretty crazy. He did get adopted in 2015. He was only in there about a little over a year. He listened, knows his pet commands. He loves to be a lap dog, as one of the pictures on the right show you. He can be around multiple dogs at an event as long as the dogs don't bother him. I guess just like any other dog. Georgie is the third dog we took care of with the other two at this time, and he was a handful. He was like a little monster. He was 110 pounds. He ran around. He would knock you over. He was very big, very strong dog, and he did know his own strength. But his main assistance was being around other animals. This is my drawing of him. This was less than 15 minutes as well. And no joke, he was literally probably about 3 feet, 3.5 feet long, and just pure muscle, every single bit of him. And he hated other animals, but he did. We finally found a home for him. He lives with a single male, and he had a very big yard, and he lives alone, and there's no animals near him. So we lucked out on that. But he did learn his pet commands. Biting wise, we got into a decent size nibble. The next one was Princess Diana, which was towards the end of the rest of them getting adopted. We got her. She actually was in the shelter for a little over 7 years, and it was crazy. She needed a lot of help. But with me, with my high pain tolerance, I told her how to bite less. I told her basic pet commands. It's a lot of repetitivity for these dogs. Some of them just don't want to listen because they had a bad life before us. But in general, she turned out to be one of the most favorable dogs in my eyes. And I drew her many times. She loves sleeping on the couch. She loves to nibble. She loves to play around. But I miss her. I see her every 2 months because one of our volunteers actually finally adopted her, which is a great thing. I love seeing, adoptions, especially by us, because that means we love them so much. She was actually in shelter for a little over 7 years. 2018, this year, she was actually adopted. She knows how to do everything. The only thing is, she's still a little bit hyper, but not as much. But other than that, though, great dog. Willis is the one we take care of now, and he's just a goofball. He's all play, no intelligence, and he does not like animals though. So we have to actually continue to teach him to be around other animals for shows and events. Um, being playful with me is another less than 15 minutes. Being playful is what he loves to be do. He loves tug of war with the ropes. And other than that, though, he can't really walk too well because he has a thyroid issue with his leg. So we have to give him medication for that. He's still with us currently. He's the one dog we take care of at the moment until the next ones arrive. But he knows his basic pet commands. He drools a lot, and yeah. Other than that, though, the only thing we need to work on is his um, animal friendliness, which is gonna be kind of hard. Other people I've drawn and animation I've drawn. Because remember, I'm telling you about two different hobbies right now. The top two are from Instagram friends that follow me on Instagram at Artwork of Michael Palmentary. The bottom corner twos are animation, and the middle one's one of my friend's cats. This is one of my favorites that I drew. It took a lot of time. It took about a couple, I know, about 2 hours into it. And I did this for Comic Con for George Lucas to sign, but the line was like 4 hours long, so I just said screw it. And yeah, it took me a while. I love this one. But I do want to thank you and everyone who's watching for your time and consideration. It's been a pleasure talking about my experience with volunteering and my drawing. Please contact your nearest shelter for any volunteer work or assistance because helping animals is the best thing possible. Um, Other than that, though, that's it.